Hey guys, just out here in all the tractor parts, getting a couple things, starting a new project. There's a lot of water out here, but I figured while I'm out here I can show you where I got the stuff to build Cameron's T-bucket. I used the front axle and the hood and the grill off of this Chalmers Big 10. And I used the rear axle, or transaxle, and the frame. I actually cut the frame because it had all the mounting for the brakes and everything. And this one's in pretty bad shape, so I didn't mind cutting the frame. What else? I used the steering column in the box out of this one. That's a 10 horse. Steering wheel off of the 7 horse. And the front wheels came off this Cub Cadet. I don't know what these ones are off of. I just put them on there to keep it off the ground. And that's also the same one the rear was donated to the Jeep. So I'm just grabbing the front end out of this one. I was already out here and grabbed the rear out of the 7 horse. So let me carry that up to the barn and I'll show you what's going on. Alright, back out in the barn here. This is the rest of that Chalmers hood that I cut off there. The fuel cap actually came out in this section, but this is where I cut the patch from. You can kind of see where it was. That's the only Bondo I have in the car, just to fill that little where the weld was. Looks good enough. And he's only got to drive it once. We just haven't had good weather. But his gas pedal is just a bicycle brake lever, a steel one. And I have it adjusted right now for a pretty low RPM. It's enough to engage the clutch and move the car along, but until he gets used to it, you know, it's good enough right there. The brake pedal's just I don't know if you can see that. It's just a hinge that I bent up, and it just runs under the seat. Through a hole. It's dark over here, but it works good. So now I got this going on. After I painted the car, I was given a big generator, a big standby generator. It's got it's a Generac 992 cc. I think it's supposed to be like a 30 horse, but I keep losing focus here. Alright, sorry about that. So, one thing I really liked about Cameron's car is I kept everything so simple, and it was fun to build. It wasn't very tedious. You know, it only took 3 months and 10 days or something like that. And I really liked that the transaxle I used, which is the same one as this one. And I wanted to make something else out of them. They're small and compact. It's pretty heavy. It's surprisingly heavy, but they're silent in third gear. You know, everything else usually has a little bit of gear whine in high gear, but so anyways, that's what I'm using for that. But actually, let me show you. Kind of drew a sketch, quick sketch of what I want to do. Small cab over. The seat is not scaled right. That needs to be a lot bigger, or the truck needs to be a lot smaller. These are the seats. Picked them up from a friend from work out of his Volkswagen, but they're light. They're light, and they have the sides to hold you in. They're pretty comfortable. So it'll be roughly this size, small cab. You know, I don't have any of this stuff figured out. This is just the very beginning of the build, you know, collecting parts you have and stacking them together and thinking about what you have to do. That frame section is that needs to be narrowed a lot. It's too wide. So yeah, that's the plan. And the plan is to keep it simple like I did on this car. It was just a lot more fun to build and a lot quicker results. And I'm, you know, very happy with how that car turned out. So is Cameron. He really likes it. So I'll be working away at this. I have been working on the Jeep too a little bit. Not as much. Sanding that epoxy down. Trying to get the windshield base to fit nice. It's probably not going to be able to see it, but I just swapped some number 50 chain back here, some pretty big stuff. I was just having too many belt problems. I'm in the middle of making a little grease catcher there. So I haven't completely forgotten about the Jeep, but the little cab over, that's been put as priority. I'm excited about it, and I think it's going to turn out pretty cool. So anyways, appreciate everyone watching. Alright, bye.